He is Spence Checketts. You hear him every day on ESPN 700. You follow him on Twitter and Facebook. Well, you don't
Not
do much
Facebook.
Facebook.
No.
Instagram at Spence Checketts.
No.
Cardigan at Cardigan Spence.
Facebook. Jeez.
Some people still
Hit
use
me up
that.
on MySpace later tonight.
You know that's still a thing? It's like artists use it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
And we do 5 questions with
Fascinating.
Spence. Yeah. Are you ready to do this?
Yep.
Thanks for having me on your radio
Let's
show
go.
today.
Thanks
Highlighted
for
your
it was
week.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. We just saw the Jazz play against the Mavericks. With 18 games remaining, how important do you think it is for the Jazz to get home court advantage in round 1 to the playoffs?
I mean, not as important as it was when Donovan and Rudy were younger. I mean, home court really is for young players. Veteran teams that have been together, it doesn't matter if you're at home or on the road. This group has been together. It's 4 years. And look, it's not going to really change the outcome of the first round, whether or not they're playing at home. They're probably going to play Dallas, which makes tonight interesting. If they don't play Dallas, they're going to play Denver. So to me, seeding is more important. Like, I don't want to see the Jazz move up and have to deal with, like, LeBron in the first round.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a Clipper team in the first round. I think 4 is a decent spot for them, and they're going to play a really good team in the first round. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes down.
All right, March Madness is underway. BYU Basketball firmly on the NCAA bubble. Do you believe the Cougars should be invited to the big dance?
No, I mean, I wish it was different. I'm surprised that we're talking about an NIT team based on what Mark has been able to do with them over the past couple of years and how they started the season. Fact of the matter is Alex Barcelo didn't have a lot of help on the perimeter. I like the Traore kid, man. He plays hard. Yeah. Caleb Lohner hasn't improved. They had a couple of injuries. Gavin Baxter, another Horvath, the other big kid, I think his name is escaping me. I thought they were going to be like a 5 or a 6 seed this year. I'm surprised they're an NIT team. But the Pacific loss killed them. The 4-game losing streak late January, early February killed them. And they just lost to San Fran. If they beat San Fran over the weekend, maybe. I don't think they're on the bubble. I think they're out. And it's too bad because I love seeing our local teams play in the tournament.
Yeah, and San Fran beat them twice. They're obviously going to the NCAA tournament. All right, well, sticking with this theme, we actually have 5 local men's teams playing this week in conference tournament. A lot of alphabet here. Utah, USU, UVU, SUU, and Weber State. Of those that I just mentioned, if I had to force you to pick one team to somehow win its conference tournament and make the big dance, which team would you choose?
On to the big sky, baby. It's Weber State or maybe Southern Utah.
Well, there's 2 chances there.
Yeah, I don't think it's Utah State. And barring some sort of miracle that I'm not familiar with, it's not the University of Utah, although I do think they're going to be Washington. You can mark that down. But I think it's either Weber State or Southern Utah. I really do. And you know, I love the NCAA tournament. It's my favorite event on the sporting calendar, but it's so much better when we can get some BYU, Utah State action. But we'll be pulling for everybody. But I think to answer your question, I'd probably go Weber State.
It's also better when they're here.
Oh, yeah, those are fun times.
Ahead.
Yes, they will. Yep, definitely.
All right, question number 4. Real Salt Lake opened the season with a draw at Houston and a win at home over Seattle. I know it's early, but has RSL exceeded your expectations, fallen short of your expectations, or they are who you thought they were?
Exceeded expectations. I mean, they haven't had Aaron Herrera. We haven't seen Rubio Rubin. Demir Krylak sat out against Seattle. Seattle was picked by most to win the West. Now, look, it's only 2 games, but the old saying in MLS, you go on the road, you get a point. They did that against Houston. Come home, get all 3. They did that against Seattle. So 4 points through 2 games without your first choice starting 11 is phenomenal. They're in New England this weekend. Bruce Arena's team won the Supporters Shield a year ago. It's a much different challenge. Let's hope they're healthy, but off to a great start, man. Happy that they beat Freddie Juarez and Bruce Knack and Garth and Craig and from that overpopulated cesspool up north. So we'll take the win.
I was born in that cesspool.
That makes sense. Yeah. But you're a Cowboys fan? All right.
I was born there. We moved very early.
All right, Dave.
All right,
Mental
finally,
gymnastics.
Last question. Your grandfather, the great Lowell Leishman, loved this man, recently passed away. He was a big fan of this show, by the way, especially when you were on it. Give me one positive trait that you are grateful that you inherited from Lowell Leishman. I
saw Steve Wynn at the funeral, a guy that you know real well.
My brother-in-law,
and I'll tell you what my grandpa would want me to say. He'd want me to say that I'm handsome and charismatic like he is. He used to say, you know, the world's most handsome and charismatic grandfather. Honestly, I would love if there's one single trait that he passed down because he was just the best. Everything was about family, so I would say I've learned my loyalty and connection to my family from my grandfather. 33 grandkids, 60 great-grandkids.
60?
And quite a legacy, and he was a big Dave Fox fan, too. So shout out to everybody who came to the services. He was one of a kind.
He was a very generous man as
one
well.
of one. They broke the mold.
Your mother's father.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love the guy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you,
You can
Dave.
hear him every single day on ESPN 700 and follow. Don't follow on Facebook. Don't even look for him.
No, it's not there.
But he is on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm going to do a selfie on the way out. Thanks for coming, Spence.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.